What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I think a lot of people could benefit from and also relate to within the cybersecurity industry. Within my journey of learning cybersecurity, I graduated from Florida International University not too long ago with aspirations of breaking into the cybersecurity domain, and more specifically, having high aspirations of becoming a penetration tester. A couple months out, and those dreams haven't quite manifested. Things are taking time, a lot of rejections, a lot of no's. But I understand and I know that there are a lot of people who are in the same phase of life as I am, and could maybe benefit from this video. I think the most important thing for people who are in the same phase of life as I am is words of encouragement. Because there's so many different things out there that play a factor in landing a job or in getting into the industry. But the main factor would, of course, be the input, right? The stuff that you can control, how much work you put in, how much you study, the hours you put in, the things that you sacrifice. Right. All those things that you can essentially have control over are basically the things that matter most. And it's tough, when you focus so much on the things that you can control without really seeing any clear-cut result, it can get daunting, it can get discouraging. But in those moments is really, what defines you and really determines whether or not you will actually earn that lifestyle that you want, get that job that you're actually passionate about and that you actually enjoy doing. Essentially just reaching your goal. So I'm definitely not making this video to relay any type of sympathy. It really is a video to where, things are tough, things are hard, but, life isn't about what happens to you. It's actually, how you react to those things, right? So what are the things that you're doing? What more can you actually do in times like this? How could you increase your odds of landing a job in cybersecurity? Because yeah, sure, the job market is tough and we're in, interesting times and things aren't really for certain, but I wouldn't say that there are no jobs out there. Cybersecurity is such an important field and such a broad industry that at the end of the day, companies do need you. So what are things that you can do? What are ways that you could tell companies or show companies that, hey, like, I'm passionate about this field and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to prove to you that, that you're not making a mistake, bringing you on to the company and, taking a chance and taking a risk, right? So, of course, you focus on the things that you control, you keep persevering, you keep up the consistency, but also, you might want to take a step back and think, what are other things that maybe I'm not paying attention to? What are other things that I could get better at? What are other things that could be deemed as valuable to companies that, like I said, could increase the probability of me landing that job that I so much desire? So definitely, making this video to tell all the people out there who are going through the same phase as me that there's a bunch of other people who can relate to your position, right? You're not the only one. You're not in this alone, and to also keep going. Don't give up, because it's just not worth it, right? The price of regret is too expensive. If this is something that you actually like doing, and if this is something that you actually want to attain, then it's 100% worth it to keep going and to not stop and to make your dream a reality.